and I was missing my family very much. Uh, and there was many times where I don't know where I just started crying, and that was like a couple of months before they joined me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, then after my wife came to El Salvador, we've had a couple of issues and got into arguments that weren't really like yelling or stuff like that, just arguments. And I really got down and I felt like a lot of emotional pain. And it was, the fightings weren't really, uh, they kind of didn't feel just justifiable for the way I was feeling.
Right.
And there was in about three occasions, I felt like, hey, I'm having too much emotional pain. Maybe I should just stop it. In the sense of, I was thinking about suicide. Uh, and it was just like so much emotional pain, and I couldn't control it. And I want to say, my wife went back to the state to visit her family or something. When I was lonely, I remember one of the times it really got me. I felt very depressed, so much emotional pain, and I wanted to find a quick way to stop it. Uh, so I thought about suicide. At the time, I didn't have a quick way to do it. I was already in pain. I didn't want to feel now physical pain. Uh, so I wanted to find a quick way to do it. Just end it. No more pain. I cried. I guess the crying helped to release some of that emotional pain. And then I talked myself out of doing something uh, that I would have put my family through a lot of suffering. Like maybe back then I thought it was the solution, but now that I have a clear, more calm mind, have more know how to manage depression more,
Mm-hmm.
and have seek professional help. It was yeah, if I would have done it,
Wow.
it would have been a bad decision. Then we got assigned to Fort Benning, Georgia. My wife kept telling me the same thing, like, "Hey, you are not the same. Maybe you should think about going to talk to an expert."
Mm-hmm.
Um, I got while I was at Fort Benning, I I got very depressed again, and I knew I had depression. It was after the couple of times where I thought about suicide. Um, I knew
Mm-hmm.
that I had some type of depression.
Right.
So I decided after my wife convinced me to go and talk to the mental health at Fort Benning, and ended up talking to the nurse. While I was talking to the nurse, I just started like crying in front of her. I remember her she had me some tissues, and I just felt like I was just kind of like letting loose. Like, I'm finally
Yeah.
here. I want you guys to help. Please help me. That's what that kind was saying, in my opinion. Now that I think about it, uh, I finally got to talk to the psychologist that very first day after I spoke to the nurse, and the psychologist did an evaluation. I remember his name. He was Dr. Funkhauser, and he told me, "Hey, I really do think that you have some mental disorders that I'm for sure that we can help you. So I want you to come see me weekly, and we're gonna get you right." And I can tell you that it was the best decision I made in my life.